fact that each and every one of you is in the room today is testament to the incredible potential that you have to be a change agent. We are in Tafaria, and the motto of this place, it says, once upon a dream. So thank you for the dreams that you hold and that you carry for yourselves, for your families, for your communities.
In a world of about 8 billion people, it's easy to believe that the only way to bring about change is to take extreme action. It isn't. Each one of us, however, carries within us the capacity to change the world for the better in small ways. And that's what you guys are going to do. Don't think big. How can I do that in small ways?
I believe I learned leadership by being a teacher. Being a teacher taught me everything I feel like I know right now. I had a kid called Ibrahim. Ibrahim is 6 years old. And at 6 years old, you can tell that Ibrahim has been through a lot. Ibrahim's handwriting was not the best, but at least before I left, his handwriting had improved a lot. His character as well had improved. One thing I learned about kids is, as their teacher, they look up to you. So if you want to prove to yourself that you are really a good person, try being a teacher.
We are all an embodiment of stories, and we are all stories across time. And for us to find our purpose and to find like that leash that we really want in life, it's a story across time. So I think we are all here to build this up and to really find the true purpose, or rather the true meaning of leadership as we build ourselves and as we build others.
The one thing I learned about iLEAD is the reason I applied. It's around passionate leadership alongside servant leadership. That's where I want to be. That's who I want to be. And I want to be a person who grows those around me.
One thing I love about iLEAD is that we are passionate about leaders that have passion for Africa, for our continent. We all have dreams, and we want to see that Africa develops, to see that Africa changes into something which we are proud about.
iLEAD is non-biased and non-discriminatory, as it includes everybody irrespective of your gender, your disability, your all your values, and we're all just shaped here and merged as one leader who's going to grow up there and be a face for Africa.
What I've learned about iLEAD is they are enthusiasts in urging in young African leadership. What I mean is that leadership is service, not by title.
As far as historically we say that Africa is the cradle of man. Now iLEAD tries to concentrate on young African leaders who we are saying we are the change that we want to see, not in our own counties only, but in Africa at large. And therefore here I am to say that iLEAD advocate for transformative leadership that believes we the young people, we are the change that we want to see.
There is a school that has this motto, give us a boy, we shall give you a man. So this is how I take. I think it's self-explanatory. African dignity, very important, that we are proud of ourselves, we are proud of our identity, we are proud of our style. She talked about her dreadlocks. We're proud of everything about Africa. And that's what iLEAD is about. And you're all right. Emerging Leaders Foundation was founded to create a platform for young people to learn about values-based leadership, be mentored in values-based leadership, but also walk the journey as young people with people who've walked the journey before. So mentors, coaches, we've got great facilitators. Each one of us has walked this journey. We have a story, we have lessons, we have moments of joys and triumph, we have moments of pain, moments of deep, dark moments down there in the valley, but we have emerged strong to be who we are today. For us to learn from somebody else and for that other person to provide the ladder and the pillar for us to climb in our careers, in our journeys, in our
passions and pursuits as leaders, we have to be curious. If by chance you have judgment, please put judgment aside, because the moment we judge people, we deny ourselves the chance to know them and walk in their footsteps through listening to their stories.
My story is the story of a thorn and a flower, growing up as a thorn and ultimately turning out to be a flower from the thorn. Not all thorns become flowers, but there's that one special thorn that becomes a flower. So I believe the power of storytelling, and let us share your story. No one will judge you here. That's the power of storytelling. Don't shy away.
I feel for us to be better leaders, it is good that we understand the stories of our communities for us to offer effective solutions to them and not what we think are effective solutions. And that is the exact reason why we have to understand this story.
I believe when we relate our stories with our daily lives and where we do come from, they push us to bring the change. And that change, I believe, it is a positive one.
My story influences how I think and how I act and how I receive other people. By cultivating vulnerability and as a change maker, understanding that my story is unique, but connecting it with other stories makes me powerful. Because sometimes our previous traumas trigger us to do our leadership, activities based on who we are. Once you're fully aware and you're conscious about it, you try not to go back and fall to your defaults.
When you are aware and you acknowledge where you act, then in my position, for example, I'm able to acknowledge the challenges I had, and when I listen to the children I mentor at Eden Guidance Center, I'm able then to reflect my life with theirs, how they mirror each other, and then now transform.
I am a grounded plant. Because as much as I'm nice on the outside, I have went through so many things. I had to withstand so many different seasons for me, and I had to stay grounded like that plant and never shed my, almost said feathers.
Something as I was thinking through the evening came through to me that these were all plants, but they belonged in all those different categories we saw. And the thing that came out for me was that each of these plants were performing their roles well. And where they performed well, you find the entire community of other plants would excel. As leaders, we have our strength, we have where we can excel. We cannot all be medicinal plants, but if in your position you excel, the medicinal plant will excel, the grounded plants will excel, and together we will all rise.
As a person who will be going out there to do an inspirational work, you should always adapt to change. And I drew my inspiration from that word, whereby the diehard plants, they retain their leaves for the subsequent dry season during the wet season.
There's something else that is really makes people move and do and become as great as they do. All right. And that thing is really found in the heart. So when you're driven by that, and I've told people many times that you have to make sure that that thing you're pursuing makes you feel that. Because if it doesn't, then for sure you must be copying someone else. But when it's coming from here, then these challenges become even exciting. All right? Every moment that you overcome is celebratory. I said at the beginning that we'll be launching this handbook of 10 nature-inspired leadership lessons based on the Tafaria taxonomy that you are privileged to experience, to immerse yourself in yesterday. And you can imagine you're going to get out of here armed with this handbook. And it's called Turn Over a New Leaf, because now we, from this point going forward, I trust we'll be turning over a new leaf into leadership, yeah? We are launching this because Karen and I agree that we take this opportunity to introduce this into the marketplace, to take this opportunity for you guys to infuse it with more thinking, additional materials, enrich it, okay? As a tool that can be used to help others as well.